that too? Okay, just checking. What's it called? Shadow
band? No,
shadow
we
banding.
don't
Okay,
wanna
I've
be
been,
shadow.
I'm learning a bunch about this because my language, apparently, the unfiltered naked truth,
Yeah.
gets me in trouble. Okay, so I digress a minute. All right, define for the team that's listening here today, because I think this is one of your most endearing attributes, and I mean that wholeheartedly. As my friend, as my
Thank
colleague,
you.
define tenacity.
Huh.
You full of it. So I just want you to define it for everybody else.
It's just at the end of the day, it's all be willing to deal with what you really is in front of you. It's just really, it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be willing to deal with what you know is true, but you don't want to see it as true. Like you really, sometimes it's hard. Like, I know, for example, I know I'm fat, but it's telling myself, I'm serious, I'm not fat, but I'm just saying that, for example.
I'm sorry, it's called fluffy now.
Fluffy.
Okay, let's use the better words. I'm 54
I know.
and double pudgy. You can be fluffy.
We can be fluffy, but you got to be honest with yourself and have the, that courage.
There you go.
You got to have a courage to face the unpleasant reality that it hurts. It really hurts. Like sometimes the pain, the pain is a pain, but we have two options: to use the pain and dwell and kick ourselves in the rear end, or to use that pain as a fuel for the future.
There you go.
That's what I'm doing today. I use the pain for the fuel for the future, but I can just sit down here and just dwell on it because, believe it or not, you're gonna listen. I made $100,000 a mistake 3 months ago.
I made a $2 million mistake. Okay.
Cost me $100,000. Bam, like that. And I can just sit here and say, "Oh my God, I lost the big clients. How about if I could?" I can go on and on and on and just, I'm not gonna change. I can't go back. But if I have a courage to face my real time, what I'm actually in it right now, that I picked up the phone and I called Andy and I say, I need help. What should I do? I have these options. What do you suggest? That's courage.
Right. So I love that. And so, folks, I mean, really seriously, there are so many people in the world today that when they're faced with adversity,
oh God,
they quit. You right there, you quit. You quit relationships, you quit your job, you quit your marriage, you quit your partnership, you quit, you name it. I quit the diet. If I could take tenacity, your tenacity, I would bottle it and I would force feed it to half the world because there's so many people out there and they're going to comment, oh, we're this, we're that, the other thing. But the fact is you're a quitter. You live in your mom's basement, typing on a keyboard. You're afraid to face real risk. So well done. Keep the fight up, right? Keep the fight up. So when you look at tenacity in crisis, tenacity, facing it forward, right? Persistent, coming back every day. I'm trying to get us up on YouTube, but we gotta face it every day because again, every day is not a bad day. Every day is just a day. Like, okay, what did I do yesterday? How do I tweak, modify, or change what I did yesterday to get a different result now? That's what crisis is.
You know about that philosophy, Kaizen, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Never-ending improvement.
Never-ending improvement. Dr. Edward Deming brought it from Japan to United States in manufacture of the vehicles and with the Ford, I think. So. But I love the philosophy, as you just said, never-ending improvement, constant improvement.
Yes.
You have to every day do something. Every day you got to do something because it's not going to be finished. It's not just like I'm going to create final product. Here you go. Business is not like that. It's the constant and never-ending improvement. Like you got to go break by break every day, break by break. And sometimes you drop a break and it's going to break.
Sometimes you got to go back to the very foundational beliefs that you have and you got to patch the cracks.
Yep. You're absolutely right. But when you said people, you're in the basement, you give up, you didn't mean like, hey, you're a loser. No, you're not. I can tell you right now, whatever
No.
goes in your mind, we just telling you that you can do better. You can do much better. You can do great things with your life, with your business, whatever is going in your mind. You just need to face the reality and step back and say, what can I do today?
That's all you can do. And, I give people a lot of shit here. Like, look, I'm going to give you crap. You don't like it, don't listen.
But it's a reality.
But I tell this same shit to my own kids. Not because I'm a horrible parent, because I know that they, you, me, you guys out there, there's always more we can do.
Oh, absolutely. We are powerful beyond our imagination. We can do so much.
Yeah, and that's what crisis is we all go through it. We all go through it. We all sit here and blame. There are people out there that blame their circumstances on their family life, their race, their relationships, their whatever it is, right? I don't live in their shoes, right? I'll be called a lot of things for saying that. But I look at that differently. Again, I look at it as I have choices to make, right? I have to make choices. You had to make a bunch of choices last week. I had to make a bunch of choices 10 years ago, right? I had to make a bunch of choices because I fucked up.